We'll put Org Manager up on screen here.
Beautiful. Thank you, Andrew. So obviously this is not real data. We've made up the name of our Chief Executive Officer and everyone else. But this is what our workforce will see when they log on to Org Manager. So that is integrated as part of our single sign-on, so our workforce can just access it anytime. Andrew, would you mind clicking on the little thing that says the show employee photos on the left, because you can see a picture of everyone. So right now, there's 7,000, 8,000 people in our workforce, casuals, perms, and all that. So it's getting really hard to understand who's who in the Zoom. So Org Manager is able to present this information, as you can see up on the screen, very easily. And it allows you to zoom in, zoom out, and you can see the different layers underneath it. So one very useful feature of this is the ability to slide over the photo, and it brings up the details of our CEO, phone number, email address, or you can instant message. You glance over to the left where the legend is. There's also additional color schemes there, which will tell people whether that position is filled permanently or is currently vacant. So yellow for vacant and green for interim occupied. So in this case, is it Michelina? It shows that she's actually just sitting in that position in an interim capacity. Andrew and his team was also able to enable the hover function, where if you hover over it, it will tell you that she's based in the headquarters. So you could also see the headquarters at the top, and you can see that is the position number. So it's a very useful tool for our managers when they want to commence a recruitment. So this is just a high-level chart that everyone in the organization has access to. We're very transparent. And the next few charts that Andrew is going to flash up is going to show the customization that we have done for each cohort of our client. So the first chart is the employment type. Thank you, Andrew. So this employment type chart is created basically out of need. I got really sick of running reports every other day for a manager that wants to know what their workforce headcount and FTE is. So Andrew is able to save me a lot of time, him and his team, by having this information updated daily at 10 a.m., I believe. So the organization, the business, basically can access this information when they want to. It's got this really cool chart on the left that you can, if you don't like numbers, you can have a pie chart there. So there's a couple of visualization rules on the left that we can select. So Andrew, if you select the show, yes, please. There you go. That's the pie chart that I was talking about. So it reverses the information. The numbers now go onto the left panel, and then the pie chart is the front. As you can tell, it's interactive. You hover over each of those segments of the pie chart. There's also a FTE graph chart over there. Well, that's again another way to present the data. Again, very useful. Now, I'm not sure about your organization, but we do have a lot of volunteer employees. So because they are not part of the salaried workforce, I've asked Navigo to create this little checkbox that we can exclude all our volunteer employees. Maybe we can move to the next chart, Andrew. Thank you.
So, and what we'll do, Maria's going to take you through now the span and layers, but just for everybody's benefit, you can see here we have a number of other charts here: gender, generation, occupancy, orphans, which is identifying people that don't have a manager, or it's more of a data cleansing report. So I'll hand back to you, Maria, to take us through the span and layers report.
Yep. So this chart was designed for our org design team because as part of our requirement, we need to adhere to our supervisory ratio, where you cannot have more than 20 team members to one manager. So they've got this nifty little ruler on the left that you can slide to the left and right. So if a team now comes up as red, that means that they have more than 8 direct reports to one manager, and that's when you drill down to the different units or departments, and you work out, oh, why is there an issue here? And then you might take some action to either increase the number of managers or you reduce the number of direct reports. So this one again, very customizable, very easy to use. And I'm going to say this is used on a daily basis by our org design team and very, very helpful during a restructure. It's also got that functionality where if you double click on that little detail screen, it'll tell you who is reporting to that particular manager. It's also very easy to export. So that's the span and layers chart. Maybe we can move on to the next one, Andrew. So that's the manager's dashboard. Now, this was probably designed about one and a half years after we started using this charting software. It looks very busy, but it's actually not. I don't think so anyway. So those boxes at the top are some of our KPIs. Some of it is legislation. Some of it is raised as a requirement. Some is because it makes our managers' life easier. So the first box on the left, which is that 52 team members have excess leave accrued, the manager could easily sort the information by clicking on the annual leave balance. Andrew, if you click on the annual leave balance there, it will sort it by ascending or descending order, depending on how many times you click on it. So once the data is sorted, you could export it again out in Excel.